My name is Sandi Dueckman, and I've been teaching ESL for about 14 years. I've been teaching adults, new immigrant adults. Yeah.
Which of the calendar series of books do you find most useful, and which do you use most?
Actually, I use them all because I use the holiday ones at the holiday time, and I use the general ones. I've used the Canada ones with high-level intermediate students, and I've used some lower ones with level 1 students. So I find them very, they're easily adaptable for different levels.
And how do you find that they work in your classes?
Well, they're great because, you know, you've been teaching 14 years, you get tired, and sometimes you want quick prep. So I think sometimes I just grab one of these books and that's a whole hour lesson. Sometimes a very low level, it could be the whole 3 hours. So when we do vocabulary and then we do picture matching. So the books are great if you're in a hurry or if you're really tired and nothing's prepared.
And do you find new teachers who have never used the jigsaw method, how do you think they would cope?
Oh, I think Nancy's been doing these books for about 14 or 15 years, and I got one when I was a new teacher. I have 3 of these at home, and they're simple to use. The instructions are there. And what's really great is once you get the students to do it once or twice, they know what to do. So it's easy.
How do you find the students' ability to learn? Do you think it's a better way to learn, the jigsaw method?
I think so, because it gives the students some independence. You know, you don't always want to be teacher-centered. You want to be student-centered. So this gives a lot of student-centered work. And I find with the higher levels, well, say intermediate, high intermediate, a lot of discussion happens.
How do you handle the jigsaws when you're dealing with different ability levels in your group, or if there's an uneven number of students?
Uneven number of students, sometimes I'll sit with the group, or I'll just make 3 groups of 5 and 1 group of 4 or whatever. I just adjust it that way. Different abilities, I usually sit them with somebody with a little bit higher, and everybody gets something out of it. I would highly recommend these books to teachers who have been teaching for only a few months to teachers who have been teaching for a really long time. I think they have a lot of value. And I think that once you use the jigsaw, if the students catch on in the first time, I think a teacher should catch on the first time. So I would highly recommend these books.